Hello, everyone. I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Demetrius with DVI Consulting, and this is my first ever podcast. I wanted to talk a little bit about my background. I have over 20 years' experience in procurement, fleet leasing, fleet management, commercial insurance, subrogation, contracts, career development, and career coaching. I started DVI Consulting publicly in 2023 to reach out to an audience where I can use my vast experience in all these fields to make a positive impact for clients and potential clients uh, to see how I can assist further with their needs. So, I wanted to talk today about how to capture savings after a source event. So, you've launched an RFP, source event, invited the suppliers, hosted several rounds of negotiations, uh, created baselines, created your bid sheets, and you awarded the suppliers, you created the master service agreement and the standard operating procedure. So now what? How do we start? How do we make sure that we capture these savings after the source event? In many of my recent sourcing events in the past, I would have my field personnel would reach out to the supplier after they've confirmed they have these commodities in stock. They would go to reach and actually purchase this item, and they say, "We don't have this. Do you have the substitute?" So now, all the time you have spent with the sourcing event to ensure that you have low cost baseline savings. You've procured all the items that are fit for purpose within your network, and to make sure that you can create a positive impact for the items you want to uh, utilize for your business. So one of the things you need to do to ensure that you're capturing savings is to make sure that if it's a commodity or items that you're procuring, is to have monthly, if not bi-monthly calls with a supplier for the first several months after the source event. Uh, you want to make sure that the commodities that they have in stock ready for your field personnel to purchase. And if they do have an alternative option, make sure that it's like kind or quality and similar specifications at the same or lower cost to make sure that you still have these savings intact. Also, I would host a QBR and actually compile this data of what items were in stock, what was in stock, what's not in stock, to make sure that you can address these items proactively on a monthly call versus reactively. And if there's any disruption in the supply chain that you're not aware of, or with their suppliers where they get the items from. Also, how do you ensure field compliance? How do you make sure that your field doesn't go out and purchase any item they are wanting to select off the RFP um, or outside of the RFP? So, two different ways I've experienced to create this as an e-commerce solution. E-commerce, if you're not aware of it, is a platform where any supplier can go. You can log in, you can order parts online or commodities. You can create master lists for quick, easy purchasing, run customized reports, and issue the actual purchase order or the items from the supplier's site and get shipped to your locations. Um, Great, easy, fast way of doing it. It saves time from either calling the supplier or emailing them. It goes right to their site. The challenge with that is that there's no mitigation strategy. Some suppliers cannot lock out SKUs from their e-com site. The other way is to actually create a punch out catalog. Punch out catalog is a interface between the supplier's database and your database where your ERP system, your procurement sourcing person can actually purchase items or commodities, and it'll go right to the supplier's site, purchase only the selected items that you have, lock out anything else that you don't want to procure those items. If your field personnel is purchasing items outside of that, you'll be notified through a non-requisition, and you'll see all the items that are being purchased outside of the sourcing event. This provides complete transparency